June of 1942. 8 of these aircraft went into combat. Only one of them came back, still flying. But the Avenger, even though she had a bloody first go with the Japanese, would prove to be one of the most sturdy and reliable torpedo bombing aircraft of all time. And the TBM would serve throughout the history of the South Pacific, even used, believe it or not, by the British in the European theater of operation. But of course, she became legendary in the South Pacific. As a matter of fact, George H.W. Bush, former president of the United States, flew one of this type of aircraft into combat during World War II and was actually shot down and survived. As we get ready for a pass from your left to right. Ladies and gentlemen, what a sight and what a sound of this aircraft from World War II. Listen to this, the TBM torpedo bomber. This aircraft probably carried a group of 3 as a pilot. We have a radio operator and a pin gunner, and we have a motor gunner. Now, you know, if you look very carefully, you got to take a look at this aircraft up close. You notice that was the finger gun. That was the right gun. And the aircraft will keep the attack from underneath. There's a machine gun pointing in the direction from underneath the aircraft. You have the vulture in the cockpit. And above. So the aircraft had some surprises for enemy aircraft to try to attack. Now, of course, typically, the TBM would have to fly low over water to exit and to drop the torpedo. So again, very, very hazardous. And they had to get fairly close to the enemy vessel before releasing the torpedo. This was the very first aircraft in the United States Navy territory that could house a torpedo inside the aircraft. Here's the prize. You can see the torpedo bays open. The TBM can also carry conventional bombs as well if necessary, as one of the other effective means of attack enemy shipping was what was called skip bombing. The aircraft would fly low over the water, release a bomb, and the bomb would skip across the water just like you throw a stone across the lake. And then the bomb would smack into the side of the enemy vessel. Very devastating and very accurately done properly. But again, you can see the beautiful outline there of the TBM gun torpedo bomber. The aircraft, of course, would serve all the way from midway through the end of World War II. As the aircraft once again comes in from your left this time, you can see the unique silhouette and the large wing area of the TBM. As a matter of fact, when it comes in for a landing, I want you to note it's got very long, skinny landing gear, those big old flaps in the plane, and the crews in the South Pacific call it the turkey, because that's what it looked like coming in to land, like a big old turkey. Here we go, another torpedo run. Bomb bay doors are open. Here comes the brother. You can imagine what it was like for our fathers and grandfathers to mount these aircraft and fly into combat attacking enemy vessels. Again,
you can do that one day.
Aircraft like the TBM were not high-performance aircraft like the F-3 or the F-6F Hellcat. These were kind of low, slow-flying, big aircraft. As a matter of fact, the TBM, one of the largest single-engine aircraft used in World War II. As we get ready for a photo pass, this time from your right to left. So get your cameras ready. This will be a nice photo opportunity to take a look at this legendary aircraft, the TBM Gun Torpedo Bomber.
Fist bump.
Yeah, real good.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
And if you look at the trailer of the aircraft, you notice there is an arrested carrier hook there. This aircraft, of course, operated off aircraft carriers in the South Pacific. So that hook is what grabbed that cable and stopped that aircraft from sliding off the end of the ship. German Aircraft Corporation, one of the manufacturers of World War II that produced some really incredible aircraft during the war, like the F-4F and the F-6F Hellcat. And of course, this aircraft, the TBM, here she comes again from the left, another torpedo run. You'll notice the unique markings on the aircraft on the tail and the wings. Late in the war, the aircraft were painted with these stripes, diamonds, arrows. These were ways that they could identify what ship the aircraft came from and what squadron they were a part of. The ships had identifying markers that they would use on the tail and on the wings of the aircraft to help identify them as to what ship the aircraft came from. This TBM is ended up in markings that would have been used later in World War II as the aircraft were painted totally blue with this dark blue that you see the aircraft painted in today. This is the way the aircraft would have looked from 1944 and 1945. Once again, another look, another great photo opportunity. Here she comes from your right, the TBM. It takes a lot of work and a lot of effort to keep these classic World War II in the skies over these classic aircraft in the skies, because you can't run down to the aircraft O'Reilly parts or Napa aircraft parts and go pick up parts for your TBM. They just don't make them anymore. So it takes a lot of work to keep these aircraft in the skies. Sometimes parts have to be totally remanufactured. Nice look at the TBM. It takes a lot of man hours and a lot of money to keep these aircraft in the sky, but these aircraft are being restored, ladies and gentlemen, not to glorify war, but to be a reminder, and a flying reminder of the history of these, not only these aircraft, but the men who flew them into combat, many, many women who built and flew these aircraft from manufacturers out to the coast. It was really an amazing effort. And again, a time in our history that we should all be very proud of, when this nation joined together to defeat the Nazis and the Japanese Empire. It was an amazing time. And the aircraft that you see today, like the Grumman and so many others that are flying today, are living symbols of that time in our history when, again, we proved that the American spirit, the American heart, could not be overcome. And our determination, of course, with the help of Almighty God, led us to the ultimate victory. Here she comes from the left. What a sound, what a sight. Ladies and gentlemen, the Grumman torpedo bomber. You know, museums are wonderful. I like museums, they're great. Our ground chief down here, Pat, works for the Smithsonian. Works on these aircraft all the time. Gets them looking very nice, and museums are wonderful. But there's nothing like watching these aircraft do what they were designed to do, and that's fly. And that's why outfits like the Commemorative Air Force that operate the TBM and many other private individuals and other organizations that keep these planes in the air just do a tremendous job of keeping history alive for future generations like myself and so many others born after World War II, that we can enjoy and appreciate these classic aircraft and the history that they represent. The brave men and women, you gotta realize, we're not talking 20, 30-year-old guys, we're talking 18, 19-year-old boys, fresh out of high school, many of them, flying in these aircraft into combat, moments and just months before they were in school learning their calculus and learning science. Then all of a sudden, they're flying combat against enemy in the South Pacific or 30,000 feet over European targets. It really was an amazing time that these kids, really young men, took to the skies in these aircraft and defended our nation and, of course, won the ultimate victory. It's amazing to think that after World War I, many in our military thought that the aircraft would play not a very major role in the military. They didn't see a real big purpose for the aircraft other than maybe observation and a few other things. But there were some pioneers who knew that one day aircraft would play a vital role in the next war And of course, they were proved absolutely correct, as World War II produced the very first battles in history, where some of the battles were fought entirely using aircraft. One of the first major engagements in the South Pacific was the Battle of the Coral Sea. Our surface vessels never saw one another. The battle was completely determined by aircraft. And of course, we all know the Battle of Midway, which a new movie's coming out on it, so check it out. It ought to be really good. But the Battle of Midway, of course, was totally fought with aircraft. The attack on Pearl Harbor, totally with aircraft. So World War II proved that aircraft would be a very dominant force in war, and of course, that's still proven today, as many attacks can be done miles away with not even seeing the target. It's really amazing. And these aircraft, of course, were the lineage, planes like the TBM. These were the beginnings of that legacy, of legends, of these aircraft and what they did. Now as the aircraft approaches, this is what I was talking about. If you look, you'll see the large landing flaps of the aircraft and that skinny landing gear sticking up underneath this big, heavy bird. And why she got the nickname Turkey, because she looked like a big turkey trying to come in and land. Aircraft, again, one of the largest single-engine aircraft used in World War II, the Grumman TBM. All right, ladies and gentlemen, those of you who are sticking it out, you're not going to be disappointed, because in just a few moments, you're going to see your United States aerobatic champion, Rob Holland, with us this weekend here in Leesburg. Thank you so much to Phil Hunter, 371 Main Street, LLC, Aviation Adventures, C2 Operations, Epling Landscaping and Lawn Service, Bath Fitter, the Malinowskis, and Talbert and Bright. Thank you so much for your sponsorship of this year's air show. We appreciate you guys so very, very much. And again, we want to give a big shout out to Saab Sensors Corporation and Chris Act Incorporated. Again, some more of our great sponsors this year. Thank you for supporting this air show. And again, we want to remind you, as you deal with these companies, to be sure to thank them for their sponsorship of this year's air show. We appreciate them very much, and we appreciate you taking a few extra moments to let them know thank you for sponsoring the Leesburg Air Show. All right, the Grumman down on the deck. Boy, if your kids haven't checked out the play area back here, we got some great bounce-around games and fun activities for them. Check that out. You can take a look inside the Air Care Medevac helicopter. Now let's take a look on the inside of that aircraft. And we've got other aircraft on static display and food and so many other things. If you haven't checked it all out yet, man, you're missing out. Don't go away hungry or thirsty from today's air show. Plenty to eat and drink as that big Grumman taxis back in. Again, you can see just how big of an aircraft this is. Matter of fact, I believe one of the aircraft, I believe it's in the Commemorative Museum. They're getting ready to repaint their Grumman TBM in the exact color scheme of President H.W. Bush's aircraft in World War II. Your 9-time United States Air Advantage champion, Mr.